Welcome back to the channel, Braves country. Stop what you are doing right now because the starting pitching rumors have hit a fever pitch, and what we are hearing today is not just surprising, it's potentially franchise-altering. We are talking about the difference between a division title and a guaranteed World Series appearance, and the targets the Braves are reportedly prioritizing are raising serious questions about Alex Anthopoulos' winter strategy. Everybody expected a splash. When you have a team built to win 105 games, you go out and find the elite top-tier starter, right? A Framber Valdez, a Zach Gallen, a guy who can dominate Game 1 of an NLDS. But what we are actually seeing is the typical calculated, hyper-efficient AA approach, and fans need to brace themselves for a very specific type of arm joining the rotation. Sources confirm that the Atlanta Braves news today is heavily centered on two names, Chris Bassitt and Lucas Giolito. Now, let's be honest, those names don't exactly send shivers down the spines of Phillies and Mets fans. They are good, they are solid, but they are not the earth-shattering ace we were promised. But let's dive into why these two players are the ideal Braves fit and the immense risk associated with that strategy. First, Bassitt. This guy is the definition of consistent durability. Over the past 7 regular-length seasons, Bassitt has averaged around 2.5 FWAR per year. That's reliable production. That is exactly what the Braves need to eat innings and keep the bullpen fresh. He is resistant, he is professional, and he keeps the ball in the park. The flip side, he turns 37 this season. While he's consistently good, he hasn't reached an elite tier beyond that consistent 2.5 FWAR ceiling. He is a floor raiser, not a ceiling breaker. Then there's Lucas Giolito. Giolito is the ultimate high-risk, high-reward proposition that AA loves to bet on. Between 2019 and 2021, Giolito was arguably a top 10 pitcher in all of baseball. The stuff was electric, the strikeout rates were terrifying, but since then, the performance has been incredibly uneven. We saw a solid ending to his 2025 season, but with seriously diminished strikeout totals, which is a major concern when you project him into the power-hitting National League East. The appeal, however, is his age. Giolito is only 31. This is where the Braves front office is betting on their internal development team. They believe they can recapture that lost 2019 magic. If they can, they just signed an ace for a fraction of the price of the real aces currently on the market. If they can't, they've bought another inconsistent middle-of-the-rotation arm that won't help them win in October. Crucially, both Bassitt and Giolito likely won't require exorbitant contracts. This is key. Pursuing them allows the Braves to preserve their draft capital, specifically the 2026 pick, which would almost certainly be forfeited if they went after a qualifying offer player like Valdez or Gallen. The Braves prioritize long-term organizational health, and sacrificing that 2026 pick is apparently too high a cost for an immediate blockbuster upgrade. It's a strategic move, but is it the right move when the window is wide open right now? And we can't talk about the urgency of the rotation without addressing the Sean Murphy situation. Any injury concerns, even minor ones, surrounding a core offensive and defensive piece like Murphy immediately increases the pressure on the pitching staff. The staff needs to be deeper, more reliable, and capable of dominating games when the offense might be slightly hampered. A reliable workhorse like Bassitt becomes even more critical in this scenario. Look, either of these arms, Bassitt or Giolito, would solidify the rotation depth. They are solid options, yes, but they do not bring the significant upside that this World Series contender needs to truly separate itself from the competition. Anthopoulos is taking a calculated risk, banking on durability and a possible resurgence, rather than guaranteed dominance. The question for Braves country is, are you comfortable with solid when the goal is legendary? Are these moves enough to secure the title, or are we watching the front office needlessly risk a championship window just to save a few dollars and a draft pick? The clock is ticking, and the decisions being made right now will define this season. Let me know in the comments below. Giolito or Bassett, and are you satisfied with this level of target? Smash that like button, subscribe, and we'll keep you updated the second a contract is signed.